So we're beginning April, and it's again corner of calm. One of the things I've been thinking about is story, and sometimes these are really negative, but there's a story that I think I owe you guys, which is maybe a little more dramatic and a little more positive, and it's why I actually find being present easy, and sometimes really get a little impatient with how hard it is for everybody else, and I apologize to you. Uh, One day, I was going to meet my son. We were going out to dinner, and we were going to meet at this bar. And I was walking down the street in Cincinnati by the main library, in case you know Cincinnati Library. And suddenly, I just fell. I mean, I just fell, and like flat. And after I convinced the 20 somethings that were walking by that they didn't need to call 911 and an ambulance, and somebody gave me some Kleenex, I got up and I went to meet my son. Um, got some ice from the bar. Uh, and the next day, that was like a Saturday. And so, like Monday, I finally got myself to the doctor to find out, what had happened. And the diagnosis was a mild concussion. And the treatment is to not do anything. It's just to sort of lie down and rest for a couple days. One of the things that I've learned is that sometimes our bodies have information for us. They're trying to tell us something, and I've chosen to believe that. And I found myself thinking, so what's my body trying to tell me? Because I literally just fell. I didn't trip or pass out or anything. It just fell. And I decided, or I realized that I was being called to just be present. That what my body wanted me to do is just be present. And so that next year, I really was just present. And, lots of really cool things happened. And being present is actually pretty active because you can do sort of all these things from just being here, like talk to you guys. Well, towards the end of the next year, I thought I was going to be moving to the West Coast where I am now, and nothing was happening. And I figured, well, I was a little bit anemic, and so we were trying to figure out what that was about. And I had really, really, really good doctors in Cincinnati. So it turned out that I had a really weird kind of bone marrow cancer, a leukemia. And I'm fine. You don't need to worry about me, but just we'll take that fact. And the treatment was oh, that I talked them into because I didn't really have a lot of huge support system was a week of chemo in the hospital. And I did that, and then I ended up back because I didn't have any white blood cells, so I was sick a little bit. And then it turned out that I was suddenly, like a month later, back in the hospital with everybody super worried about me. And it turned out that I had a MRSA infection that, when they finally diagnosed, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I was lying there and thinking, so like, what's this about? Because I've been present and my body should have been happy. So I decided, or I realized, because there's something in how our minds work that things become a truth. And for me, the truth was that being present was too active. And I was called to a state of simply just being. And I'm not perfect at it. But I find it really, really easy to get into that place. Things still get done, things still happen. I'm still talking to you. So I offer you that story. And if I sort of like take a deep breath when we're working at all the conversations in your head, just be patient with me. You can practice being present too. Thank you so much for listening and have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day.